sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing right out the gates.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also can throw off your playmaker in open space.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47th. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end run.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for us.
Off-play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Davis will throw. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense playing zone coverage. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're going to run just about their entire opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit. But the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Finds a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Slater. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Grab near the marker. It's Slater. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A solid play there. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The offense changing the play. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Banner.
This time they'll go to the running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quickly complete. Got some room headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to pass. Punch it in the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Armour. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Mississippi State, 7, Memphis, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Davis will throw. Got the back over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Armour. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Davis looking to pass. Quick strike complete. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against his zone. Run that out against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's intercepted.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. Cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Bulldogs headed quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide player to get down and don't take a big hit.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Smashes ahead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's just so nice to have a center who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. He runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows you have to account for him every play. That's not good.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, it was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that. But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath. He's got to settle himself down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Davis will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Slater. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good job running that route and get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a barrel of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Mississippi State right back to the line. Takes an easy throw in the flat. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete throw. Wrestled out of bounds as a 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Gets the back moving. Might be changing the route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And off from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to bump away to start the second half.
Take this one away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you've got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Short hands, it's small. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but really solid effort to pick up every bit of the yardage he could on the punting yard.
First and 10.
Success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Davis looking to pass. That's caught. It's out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is he's doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's been great.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the run alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Waiting for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabs over the middle. It's small. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to them as fast as possible so he can do that right after the catch. Make guys miss, make big plays.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Quickly out from the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Give to the running back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback was really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It did, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last play.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It gets over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to go down. Now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled. He just got rid of the football.
We got a close game here in the third quarter. You're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3 and out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Davis looking to pass. Right on the money. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. There's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both are trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Davey.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Slater. Breaks into the open. Inside. Touchdown. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you have my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Memphis, 21.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Davis will throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Memphis wants to move quickly. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. This one's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Davis looking to pass. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And the throwing catch was good, but you got to do it with field rating. Keep that ball in bounds.
The defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break up the ball?
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
After getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. Brought down at the 28. A chip away. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Over the middle, it's Slater. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll run it to keep this clock running. He's all the way down to the 3. Any electric run has been set up.
No chemistry on that play with the lead. We are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up.
Ready, ready!
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Timeout.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Running with the fullback. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Davis will throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Memphis, 24.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Still on his feet at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, They were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Davis looking to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the winning.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.